No Caitlin Clark, no problem. No Sophie Cunningham, no problem. No head coach Stephanie White, have no fear. The final boss, Austin Kelly, is here. The Chicago Sky, we came into your building and we just, from pillar to post, smacked you guys around.
What happens when the Indiana Fever are without Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and head coach Stephanie White, all at the same time? According to Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, it results in a clear opportunity for victory, with no standout. Star, no experienced presence, and no guiding leadership from the bench, the team appeared exposed, and the Sky took full advantage.
For AK, for Steph! Another one!
Last night at the United Center, the Indiana Fever proved they're far more than a one-player squad. Kelsey Mitchell led the charge with 17 points. Lexie Hull kept her strong performance going. New addition Ari McDonald looked like a seasoned pro as she directed the offense. Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard, absolutely dominant. The outcome? Not just a win, a commanding 27-point blowout over the Chicago Sky that left the home team stunned. If you're backing the Fever, drop a "I've got the fever" in the comments. Let's go.
Great job. All right, great job.
Zane's done.
It started for us on the defensive end. We set the tone from the jump and never looked back. All right. Their starters, 8 for 29 from the field.
Hell yeah.
Hell of a job. Great attention to detail. That's less than 30%. We held 32% for the game.
Imagine walking into the United Center, in the largest arena in the NBA, while your team is in the middle of a tough stretch. Multiple losses in just 2 weeks. Your star player, Caitlin Clark, is out with a quad injury. Key contributor Sophie Cunningham is unavailable. And your head coach, Stephanie White, isn't even present.
Well, Fever versus Sky isn't much of a rivalry, at least if you go by the results, because the Fever have dominated the Sky, and I guess you could say the Sky is falling, at least in the standings and around Chicago, considering the situation with the team.
On June 7th, the Fever faced their toughest challenge yet. Caitlin Clark was out with a quad injury, and the team had dropped 2 of the last 3 games. Then came another setback. Head coach Stephanie White was unavailable, leaving assistant Austin Kelly in charge for the first time. The stage, Chicago's United Center, the NBA's largest arena, packed for the first WNBA game ever held there. The pressure was real, and the stakes were sky high.
Austin Kelly filling in for Stephanie White. I got a feeling. Austin Kelly looks like a head coach on the side. Folks, there was none of this. Austin Kelly looked like the final boss on the sideline watching over the Indiana Fever team. His posture, his presence, yeah, head coach type stuff, you know what it is. The assistants standing up, giving me some energy, giving me some, yep, I liked what I saw tonight, folks.
Every seat was filled as fans anticipated what many believed would be a dominant win for the Sky. With Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and head coach Stephanie White all sidelined, this looked like Chicago's best chance. The game had national coverage on CBS, the energy was high, and the Sky were motivated, especially after Indiana handed them a 35-point loss earlier in the season. Angel Reese and her team had been eyeing this rematch. The narrative was set. No Clark, no problem for Chicago. Critics questioned if Indiana had anything left without Clark's scoring and playmaking. Riding back-to-back wins over Dallas, the Sky came in confident, ready to take over. But they were completely wrong.
Here she is right there signing autographs in the visiting arena's building. Look at all the Fever fans there. I mean, seriously. So, Caitlin Clark, same thing. Taking pictures, signing autographs. In case you're wondering, it was sold out.
Austin Kelly stepped into the biggest coaching moment of his career with the weight of the WNBA spotlight on his shoulders. For years, he had been Stephanie White's right-hand man, working quietly behind the scenes. But on June 7th, he was the one in charge. The game plan stayed the same, but the energy in the locker room shifted. Without Caitlin Clark leading, The way the rest of the Fever had to rise to the occasion. Leaders stepped up. New voices were heard. This wasn't a collapse. It was a breakthrough. What many failed to see was that Indiana was never about just one player. Take away the stars, and what remains? Heart, determination, a team with something to prove. Chicago thought they were up against a weakened group, but instead, they faced a united force. What followed was a statement performance that shattered expectations and reminded everyone. The Fever are more than Caitlin Clark. They're a team, and they showed it in front of 21,000 shocked fans.
Big game, obviously you're stepping in for Steph, but what are the feelings coaching a game in this arena?
Oh, it's I mean, you grow up watching the Bulls and you see Michael Jordan's, jersey and Scotty's jersey sitting up there. It's a surreal moment. But, I think the message for us is the same. We want to continue to build that consistency on both ends of the floor. And it's another opportunity for us to do that here.
From the opening tip, she played with purpose and determination. No hesitation, no doubt, just focused, confident execution. The first quarter set the tone. Kelsey Mitchell found her rhythm early, hit tough shots, and immediately demanded the attention of Chicago's defense. She didn't wait for the game to unfold. She took control. You could feel the momentum shift as it happened. The Sky had prepared to pressure her, expecting to throw her off balance, but instead she picked apart their defense and created opportunities for her teammates. That rhythm, it started with her. That energy, she shared it with the entire squad. In a game where Indiana could have stumbled, Mitchell led the charge, and her performance ignited a statement win Chicago never saw coming.
This time steps right through the heart of the defense and blows by Chicago. The winds off of Lake Michigan. Loses Atkins, step back mini, knocks it down. Oh, the connection to Howard. How about the finish from Mitchell?
And she may be the quickest guard in the league with the ball in her hands.
Kelsey. Mitchell showed everyone exactly who she is, a seasoned scorer with the calm and determination to lead when it matters most. From her first sharp cut to her final clutch three-pointer, she played with full control. No panic, no wasted effort, just precise, purposeful play. She didn't try to fill Caitlin Clark's shoes. She didn't have to. Instead, she raised her own level and trusted her teammates to step up alongside her. And they did. Her 17-point effort wasn't just about the stats. It was a game-changing display of leadership. Mitchell made it clear, we're not just getting by without our star, we're moving forward stronger. Chicago came in looking for revenge, but what they got was a powerful lesson in resilience, teamwork, and the impact of a veteran who knows when to lead.
Here's Mitchell trying to attack Van Lith. We'll slow it down a bit. This time steps right through the heart of the defense and blows by Chicago. The winds off of Lake Michigan. Timeout Sky as Indiana has built a 17-point advantage.
Lexie Hull didn't just extend the streak. She solidified her place as a clutch performer. Going a perfect 2 for 2 from beyond the arc when the pressure was highest proved her hot streak is no accident. It's genuine skill. Her impressive plus-minus rating says it all. When Hull is on the floor, the Fever play smarter, tougher, and with more energy. She's become a dependable shooter who stretches the defense and a tenacious defender taking on the toughest matchups. In a game filled with surprise standouts, Hull's sharp shooting and lockdown defense provided the spark Indiana needed to maintain momentum and quiet the Chicago crowd. This breakout season is shaping up to be something special, and she's quickly becoming a vital part of the Fever's future.
In the 3-game absence for Caitlin Clark, leads the league in field goal percentage. It shows you right there.
The intentionality to get Aaliyah Boss in the basket.
On the boards, all right, and they're a second chance points team. All right, we won that area as well. Taking away their strengths was something that we did a great job of. All right,
Just extremely proud of y'all. We stayed locked in. We stayed together. We executed the scout at a very high level. Just multiple levels of effort. Everything that we've asked of you today, we put it in there. And from now, again, stacking days, building on those moments where we're stringing those possessions together, right? Building on those great possessions on defense and on offense. Great, hell of a job, y'all. High level. Good job.
Harry McDonald for 3. Owen McDonald had a. Harry McDonald with a steal. Owen McDonald had a. Harry McDonald drawing offensive fouls. Owen McDonald had a. Folks, what a glorious game. What a glorious game.
But both teams facing a little bit of adversity, having certain players out or not at full capacity.
McDonald, a huge triple in the corner. Mitchell, patient in the corner, flips it up top. Boston, other side. McDonald, another 3. I'm loving it. 5 meetings this season between the two teams. McDonald pokes it away, then tapped up down the floor, and McDonald will slow things down. McDonald for 3, cashes in.
Survival mode looks really fun.
Lex, 500 points today. 750 rebounds. And just how's the effort, y'all? I said I wanted y'all to make them feel us. They felt this. Yeah, nobody in there on their team had double digit scoring. That's the toughness piece.
The Dallas Wings must really, really stink, because those are the 2 wins that the Chicago Sky have this year, and the Fever have absolutely blown the doors off of them in their matchups this season, including this time around without Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese just 2 of 7 from the floor, only 4 points. She's shooting like 31% from the floor on the year. The Minnesota Lynx own the Chicago Sky's draft pick. It is rough sledding for the Sky.